r/AskReddit. Non-drinkers of Reddit. What do you tell people when they ask why don't you drink? It really depends on how annoyed I get at how nosy they are being. In descending order. I'm not a fan. I have a family history. They don't have enough booze in the bar for me, wink wink. And my favorite. The truth bomb, because I'm an alcoholic, and if I start now, you won't see or hear from me again for at least 2 weeks. 1 is too many, and 12 is not enough. Okay, I'm a little concerned now. Say someone has like 30 drinks a week. But those drinks are only confined to 2 nights. Are they an alcoholic? Edit. First. Thank you for everyone's replies. I really appreciate the insight from everybody. I will go to the doctor to see about any current health problems I may have and to talk about my binge drinking. To answer some questions. This isn't an every week thing. Some weekends it's 20. Some it's 6. And a lot of weekends it's none. A lot of summers is filled with even more of those weekends of no drinking. I'm a college student in my early 20s, and I don't weigh more than 145 pounds, but I rarely have bad hangovers or any withdrawal symptoms. From the responses alone, I don't believe I'm an alcoholic, as it's not something I feel I need or feel that I can't stop. It's not something that has negative consequences or affects my engineering studies or personal life, but it's at the very least binge drinking and not healthy, even if it's not consistent or likely in my future. Although, like the gilded comment states, it's not smart to be diagnosed by online strangers, and that is why I will consult a doctor. I hate telling people that I don't drink, because then they ask that question. I usually tell people I don't feel like drinking right now. Not only do I not feel like drinking now, I don't feel like drinking ever again. The real answer is, when I start I can't seem to stop. And health concerns. People get so defensive about why drinking alcohol is okay. I don't get it. Like, you make your decisions and let me make mine. It's almost as if, by not drinking, you are telling them that they are lesser people. It's totally wrong. Of course. Edit. Thanks for silver. And blowing up my phone. D. Kind of makes you wonder why almost all drinkers immediately feel that way. Because none of you can stop me when I black out. Edit. Should probably mention I'm nearly 7 feet tall, so this is a lot funnier / scarier depending on how well you know me. This is just the fastest way I've found to get people to stop asking me why I don't drink. It's meant as a joke. That's what I tell people. I get punchy when I drink, so I don't drink. The fact you are that self-aware. Respect. Thank you for not being another angry runk. On medication. Which is true. But the main reason is that I'm a complete control freak. Yeah, I can't due to medication, and so many people try to talk me into it. It's like, no thanks, I don't feel like dying today. The insistence people have when trying to get people to drink is creepy. Yes. I had someone once suggest that I stop taking my medication so I could drink. That left me speechless. I'm not quite old enough. I'm 30 plus. I'm 20 and I say this, I don't drink because I've known a few too many alcoholics to want to even try getting drunk. Everyone takes it as a challenge to make me drink more. Like, oh, we say it's okay, so get drunk. No thanks. Edit. Wow, okay, I posted this last night thinking no one would even see it, and then went to bed. Did not expect so many responses, lol. Thanks for my first gold. If they are also young, they're probably trying to be helpful and don't see that it makes you uncomfortable because they are already drunk. Maybe just say you don't like the sensation of being drunk, that way they'll leave you alone because it's a preference. Alcohol is the only drug you have to justify not using. So true. I'm from Australia and we have a drinking culture that is very much ingrained into society. So I find people always berate me with questions. Edit. Wow. Thank you for all the upvotes and replies on my comment. I've enjoyed reading them. I'm also Australian, and when I tell people I don't drink they act like something is wrong with me. I was once dating a guy who was a bartender, and when it eventually came up that I don't drink, he acted like I had personally offended him and his family. He couldn't get past it, and I still don't understand how my lack of drinking has any impact on him. Apparently it was a deal breaker though. I met my quota 15 years ago. I drank all of the alcohol I was allotted for life, and probably some of your quota too. So I had to stop. I've thought about using that one. I drank so much towards the end of my career of being a drunk I just can't. I'm 43 days sober today. I was drinking a liter of gin a day, so it's game over if I start back. Keep it up, buddy. It aggravates my disease. I have other reasons, but it's the one I most revert to because I don't want to, usually doesn't cut it for whatever reason. Edit. Disease is rheumatoid arthritis. The times I have tried drinking it's triggered a flare really badly. Same. A lot of people still insist on me drinking, which is weird. They then tell me that maybe it'll make it better if I have a drink to forget my medical condition. No, that's not how this works, lol. Hitty parties. I used to love having a couple beers every now and then. I'm on month 9 of forced sobriety. Can't even have caffeine. I have Crohn's disease and this is me too. I miss non-decaf coffee. Simple. I tell them the truth. I don't want to cue 10 minutes of but why I. And because I don't, I have heroin in my truck. I'd rather do that. Wanna join in? Oh no. But why I? That I'm allergic to alcohol. Whenever I drink, I break out in handcuffs. I use this one, but instead I break out in felonies. Good one. My suicidal thoughts and hopeless feelings slowed way the duck down when I hit the gym one night instead of the pub like usual. Took months and months to finally walk past the pub and hit the gym every night. My life improved instantly in every single way. Used to neck 8-10 pints a night. Now I bench 8-10 sets instead. Gym equals happy. Pub equals I want to die. Same here. I was suicidally depressed when I drank. Now, I drink probably 2 or 3 times a year and just 1 or 2 drinks then. And I feel fantastic. I'm excited about life. Have great hobbies and my emotional stability is a 180 from where it was when I used to party. I wish I had never started, but at least I figured it out eventually. It makes my tummy hurt. They always roll their eyes lol, but seriously I will be up all night in serious pain and vomiting if I drink. Edit. For anyone asking the reason. It's probably because I have GERD/acid reflux. Nothing sits right in my tummy. I got a lot of messages and comments over my use of the word tummy mayo. Edit. Thanks for the silver. That was very unexpected and my first reward thingy ever. Yeah. I just say that one drink makes me feel really sick. My grandmother and my brother are the same way. So we figure it's some kind of genetic intolerance thing. Do you also get headaches? I get alcohol-induced migraines that make me vomit a lot. I tell them, because my mommy said so. They can't go against the power of my mommy. Picturing a middle-aged man in sweatpants saying this. Don't judge me. My sweet pants are fantastic. Grew up in an alcoholic home. Homeless. Always on the run from the law. My grandfathers on both sides were alcoholics. My dad was an alcoholic. My sister is a drug addict and alcoholic. She's living on the street somewhere. I always assumed I was probably an alcoholic too. So, I just never drank the first one. I'm 53 and have never had a beer or any alcohol. I just tell people I don't drink and never have. A friend of mine was poking fun at me once back in high school. Are you afraid to have even one drink? I responded. You've been to my house. He got real serious and said, yeah. Sorry, that was uncool. I just don't drink. Good on your friend for realizing. And good on you for never caving. 53. That's a long time to be dealing with peer pressure, curiosity, stress, etc. Good on ya, man. The part about drinking culture I don't get is that if you're a recovering alcoholic and haven't drank in 5 years, you're deemed as a hero. But if you haven't drank in your entire life, then you need to be forced to drink? Doesn't make sense. But if you haven't drank in your entire life, then you need to be forced to drink, or not to be trusted, according to some people. As if not consuming a particular type of beverage is some sort of character flaw. I've had someone tell me they don't trust me because I don't drink coffee. WTF. I don't like the anxious feeling I get from caffeine. How does that make me untrustworthy? What I say, I don't like the taste. What I mean, I don't like the taste. I can't spare the calories. I don't want to spend the money. I don't like the feeling of being buzzed or uncle sick. I don't need an excuse to say/do stupid things. I'm doing just fine being stupid sober. I have an addictive personality. I'd rather be the driver. I have an extremely low tolerance anyway. But I like you. And you like alcohol. And I don't want to sound like a preachy as shat. So let's just leave it at me not liking the taste. This right here. Even without being prone to addiction. Some people just can't fathom the idea that I don't enjoy anything about alcohol. For me it has nothing to do with addiction or even hangovers. It's just pointless poison I'd much rather use to power a combustion engine. Yes. I find that telling people this at parties often gets misunderstood as an insult to the ones that drink. Which is not the intention at all. I like to join in on the silliness without the buzz. But then after I can bring my friends safely home. It's a win-win in reality. Because I'm an alcoholic and my life goes to hit when I drink. Sober since 060714. Yeah buddy. I hear you. I've been sober since the 30th of August 13. Creeping up on 6 years in 2 weeks time. Keep at it. I'm Muslim. That does the trick and no one asks again. I'm white Irish. I feel like this would just prompt more questions about how I got into it, then I'd have to create an elaborate backstory. Could be fun. You'd probably get some neat ideas to start with from r/Judank, r/Dankristianmums, and r/Islam. If you want to really make people question their life choices, just say, no need. This one is perfect, because it's 2 words and anyone who wants to argue with it will probably end up saying something self-defeating. I spent an evening with someone who tried to convince me all ducking night to have a drink, and that drinking was a tool that was great for X, Y and Z. If I had driven myself, I would have left hours before. It was pathetic. What I tell people, I don't see the appeal. What it actually is, but takes far too long to explain, and is usually too heavy for a night out. My mum is a recovering alcoholic. I'm far more like her than I care to admit. And I know that for whatever reason. It often runs in families. I also have an obsessive personality, so if I discover I like some alcoholic drink, the odds of me over drinking it are high. Everything people says it does to you terrifies me. Reduced social inhibitions? No thanks. I like mine where they are. Reduced motor coordination? No thanks. My fine motor control is bad enough as it is. I can't say enough about how it doesn't appeal to me at all. And also, 9 times out of 10, Pepsi is cheaper. Yeah, that first answer is probably better. I prefer to spend money on clothes. Right? Alcohol is so expensive. I'd rather spend it on hair products. I have friends who quit drinking so they could buy more video games. There is an endless number of better things to buy with former alcohol money. I think soda tastes better, and I don't have to feel bad in the morning. This part of me doesn't get the appeal. You're very fortunate. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can watch together.